I mean, I completed 75 hard, but if somebody would have told me, and then something else I didn't even consider. Do y'all know how often you have to drink water to get a gallon in a day? Not to mention the fact that whatever you drink, it just might stick to you, increasing your weight. Did y'all know that you actually increasing your cortisol while you working out? I mean, I got to plan my workouts. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my discipline era. My name is Tanisha. If this is your first time here, welcome, girl. Here on this channel, I talk about my health and fitness journey, and I bring you guys along on the journey to learn everything that it is that I'm learning so that we can learn, grow, and lose weight, that is, together. You're going to want to make sure that you watch the entire video to find my hidden 2 things that I would have considered first before ever planning to do 75 hard. So if you guys have not seen my video talking about me completing 75 hard, I will tag it right here so that you guys can go ahead and take a look at that once this video is over. As I mentioned in that video, I started 75 hard because I wanted discipline. I needed discipline in my life, and I figured, what better way to build discipline than to do something that causes me to lose weight as well? And so that was my biggest why I chose 75 hard. I knew that it was a difficult challenge that many people did not complete, but I did. And I knew that it would teach me something about myself that I was not seeing at the time, and it definitely did. Okay. Here are the rules of 75 hard. If you guys have never heard of it, it looks a lot simpler than it is, but trust me when I tell you, it gets complicated, especially when the weather hits or when things come up, when life happens, all the things going to hit you at once. It's almost like doing a fast for real. So enough of all of that. You guys are here to know what are the top things that I wish I would have done differently in my 75 hard journey. And for the sake of this video, I have broken them down into 4 different bullet points. As those are fitness and tracking, nutrition, recovery, and planning. Now, the 75 hard task list does tell you to take a picture every single day. And this could just be a me thing. But of course, these are things that I would do differently, right? I would have taken a picture in nothing but a sports bra and maybe some shorts. Whether I was comfortable with the picture or not, I would have done that, because my day 1 picture I took with a t-shirt and some yoga pants. How can I really see it sway? How? Wasn't even thinking about that, right? So I don't even have a formal day 1 picture. I didn't start taking pictures in like my workout gear until like day 5, I think it was. So I really don't have a before picture. I would have done that differently for sure. In the same vein, I would have also done measurements day 1. Measurements day 1. Probably use the same outfit to measure against like once a week. So like every Saturday you put, or a Sunday, whatever day you choose, you put on the same exact outfit so that you can measure yourself like weekly. That's what I would recommend as a difference in the daily photos, or in addition to the daily photo. I would have invested in more workout clothes, because I don't think you realize you are working out 2 times a day, one inside, one outside. Can I tell y'all, my washer was rotating, y'all? I definitely would have started with better quality shoes from the beginning. I started with these On Clouds, and then I shifted to the Nike Vomero, I think they're called. They're put right here, and I'll tag them. I'll tag these things down below as well. And then I shifted into the Nike Free Metcon or something like that. Again, it's tagged down below in the comments for you guys if you're interested in picking up a pair for yourself. But I highly recommend the last 2. The On Clouds probably would have been better had they been brand new, but I had already had them for quite some time, so I know that they had some miles on them because they started to bother me. Let's go to the next topic, and that is going to be nutrition. There's a lot of controversial information going on around what type of meals you should eat, whether you should meal prep or cook daily, high protein, high fiber, low carb, keto diet, vegan, vegetarian, blah, 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 all of that, okay? At the end of the day, you need to figure out what works best for you. Now, in the beginning, the high protein was heavy on my heart. When I tell y'all, trying to quantify protein by looking at something is a whole nother ball game. And when you have life to consider, girl, I don't got the time. I do not have the time, okay? So I just decided, okay, I know I need protein. Let me get as much protein as I can in every single meal that I have. I just need to make sure at least everything has over 10 grams of protein. But I definitely would have added a high fiber diet as well. I'm actually working on building a high protein, high fiber, and low carb food options when you are doing 75 hard, or if you just, want to work on eating better. So I'll be dropping that sometime here in the near future. Make sure that you guys subscribe so that you know when I actually do drop it. I think that would help as well. Actually having a plan and then following through with that plan, I think always works, and that's for anything. Now, I was not joking in the intro when I said you can drink all that water, retain it, and it's like the water gets stuck. It's like it gets trapped in your body. Do your research. You'll find out a lot. Y'all, weight loss is a trip, okay? You will find out a lot about what's happening with your body when you work out, when you actually research it. So I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and research that if you have an issue with retaining water. Therefore, it is important for you to find anti-inflammatory foods or things that will help to release some of that water. Working out twice a day, going from practically nothing to working out twice a day, and then lifting weights on top of that was actually spiking my cortisol, therefore allowing my body to retain the fluids that was there, because I guess it was trying to protect me. Girl, I don't know, this science stuff is something extra, but listen, look it up, okay, because it's real. Definitely understanding water retention and ways of getting that water out of your body, because people tell you to drink water to lose the water, but girl, I was drinking over a gallon of water on some days and I would wake up so swollen. It just did not make any sense. I definitely would have done some research on water retention and anti-inflammatory things a lot sooner. All right, so let's go to the next bullet point, and that is recovery. As I just mentioned, I would definitely recommend looking at how working out and exercise actually stresses your body. It can cause you to gain weight. It can cause you to retain weight. But at the end of the day, keep going. Cannot stress that enough. Keep going. Stay off the scale. Don't even measure yourself if you have to. Just keep going, and I promise you, it will show itself. Also, make sure that you are not deficient in certain vitamins. So for me, I can have a vitamin D and an iron deficiency. And once those two things are combined, I get really sluggish. It's hard for me to have that energy level that's going to take my workouts to the next level. And so I know that I need to make sure that I pop my D3 and I pop my iron to make sure that I get that up so that it's easier for me to actually get through these workouts. So consulting with your doctor, making sure that they know exactly what it is that you are doing to make sure that you're not deficient in anything and you will not cause any harm to yourself. I would highly recommend you guys doing that as well. Last but most certainly not least, planning. I started my 75 hard journey, I believe it was March the 4th. It was the first Monday of March. I think it was the 3rd or the 4th. So the top two things that I mentioned earlier in this video that I recommend prior to ever even considering a 75 hard journey is consider the time that you're choosing to do it. And that's by two ways: what is going on in your life and what the weather is going to be, okay? Because I started in March. I ended in like mid-May. I think it was May 16th or somewhere around there. When I tell y'all I experienced all the weather, I got sleet, I got rain, I got freezing cold, I got scorching hot, I got it all, okay? I would highly recommend that you consider the time frame of choosing to do 75 hard if you live in a state that has funny weather. That's all I'm gonna say. I would never do the time period that I chose because it is going into the end of the school year where everything kind of spikes and you get super busy, and it's very hard to put certain things into your schedule once your schedule is kind of overloaded. So I would definitely recommend those top two things before you ever even start planning to do your 75 hard. Kind of already alluded to this in the beginning of the video, but just making sure that you have enough workout clothes, and that's for all of the seasons, because you just never know. You just never know. And you do not want to get caught out there with the wrong workout clothes. You understand me? Trust me. I know this from experience, okay? I would also recommend buying some at-home things that you can use, or you can obviously search here on YouTube. Bought some dumbbells. I have a walking pad. I have the jump rope, and I use YouTube. I think those are the things that I used at home when I could not make the gym. Last thing that I would recommend under planning is to track my progress more intentionally. Highly recommend tracking the progress more intentionally. If you don't plan on posting your journey online, take the picture in like your underwear. Who cares? Because the thing is, you want to see how your body is changing day to day. And if you have something that actually shows the body that you are trying to take care of, I think that it would definitely help you to see the progress as time goes on, when you can actually see the difference. Because when you have on a t-shirt, or you have on even the compression yoga pants and things like that, it's really kind of hard to see where your progress is, because they're either designed to kind of suck you in or hold you in, or they're designed to be baggy and you can't see anything. And then of course, doing your measurements, I would say once a week. Don't overdo it. Maybe like once a week, maybe even once a month. That's the best reward for me. And then, girl, look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This little Apple Watch right here came in clutch, okay? Because let me show y'all, this is where I'm at with my rings. Once you get through a certain amount of days, there's no way that you're gonna let yourself slip up. You can't, because you will lose all of your progress. Why would you ever want to stop working out when you have these rings? So even after you're 75 hard, you have things at home. My kids have been out of school and I have not been able to make it to the gym. Shout out to me having things at home that I can do, and shout out to the fact that my kids actually like going walking with me, because I'm still doing at least 30 minutes of working out every single day, even though 75 hard is done, because I'm not messing up my rings. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you actually want to know what 75 hard taught me about myself, go ahead and click on this recommended video. And girl, this is going to be a good one. And don't forget, discipline looks good on you, boo. I'll see you there.
I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the digits. Joke up a joker, say this is acidic, so I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm not